What is going on, guys? This is Klutch once again, and I have some more players for you today that were low rated golds but look like they could be silver beasts this year. First off, I've got to give a quick shout out to Mono though, who helped me come up with this series, so his channel link will be in the description. Also in the description is a link to FIFA UT Online if you're in need of any Ultimate Team coins. But let's have a look at the players that I've got for you today, and today we're taking a bit of a defensive route. We're looking at defensive minded players. We've got some centre backs and some CDMs in this video. If you want me to do forwards or midfielders, then let me know and in the comments and I will do that. But moving on to the first player we have, it is Pereira, and from FIFA 13 to FIFA 14 he has gone up 2 ratings in his pace, shooting and dribbling, gone down 2 in defending, down 3 in heading, and his passing has remained the same. And when we have a look at his stats in depth for FIFA 14, my word, look at those physical stats. This man will be a rock at the back. He's got amazing pace for a centre back, as you can see from his 82 acceleration and 85 sprint speed, which translates to a figure of 84 on his actual card. And there are only 5 other actual centre backs in the game that are faster than him. They're all silver and bronze, and their pictures will be on the screen right now. But moving on to other key stats for Pereira, he has great strength, as you can see, with his 84 rating and insane jumping as well. So that should come in pretty handy when it comes to defending against crosses, and when defending against your opposition's goal kicks, he can head the ball and win it, and hopefully he can get back on the attack. But when it comes to his defending, he has a decent slide tackle, and his stand tackle is alright as well, with figures of 76 and 78 respectively. So we potentially have a very solid centre back in him. But the one downfall that you might come up against is the fact that he's from the Mexican league. So basically, unless you build a decent hybrid, you're mainly going to have to put him in a Colombian or a Mexican division team, which may suck, but I don't know, you might be able, there are some decent silvers in the Mexican league, so you might be able to come up with a decent team. Moving on to the next centre back, which you have already seen in a recent video of mine going through a few players I cannot wait to use. We have Danny Nukeu, and what a pace upgrade he's had. He's increased by 12 from 69 to 81. His dribbling and shooting have both gone up by 2. His defense has gone up by 1. His passing has decreased by 2, and his heading has dropped by 1. But I do not care when you look at his stats. It's a similar story to Pereira, but I'm not really going to talk too much about him because I already did in the video the other day. So if you haven't already seen that, then check that out. His pace, strength and jumping are amazing, so that should make him an absolute tank in the game. Now the next man I have is a bit of a 50-50 one, in all honesty, and I'll tell you why in a second. But from FIFA 13 to FIFA 14, he's lost 3 pace, 8 in defending, which is a massive downgrade, decreased by 2 in heading as well, but everything else has stayed the same. And when we move on to his full stats for FIFA 14, you'll see why he's a doubt for me. He's got decent pace, but his defending is kind of average. His slide tackle does bring that figure down by a lot though. But if you're a player like me, then that won't matter too much, because I use the standing tackle 90% of the time, so his sliding tackle won't really be that much of a problem for me, and that's why I think he'll be okay. Also, he is 6'3" and has 90 strength, so he should be like a brick wall in theory, but it's FIFA, so who knows. I'll have to try him when the game releases and see if my hopes are fulfilled, and if not, I'll be pretty pissed, because he was an absolute tank on FIFA 13, so I'm hoping he will be as a silver on 14. Now we move up the pitch ever so slightly with the 2 CDMs that I have for this video. We'll start off with the god that is Kim Kallstrom. When we look at his comparison, there have hardly been any changes. His passing has gone down by 2 and his defending has gone down by 1, but everything else remains the same. So moving on to his stats for 14, and oh my lord, he has stats for days. First of all, even though he's a CDM, his defending stats aren't the greatest, with 63 sliding tackle and 65 standing tackle, but I think that should just about cut it at CDM. But the real stats that I'm looking at here are in his skills column. Just look at them, like 83 ball control, 82 crossing, 86 curve, 84 free kick accuracy, 83 long shots, and the same for long pass and penalties, and his short passing and short power in the 80s too. So he looks absolutely godly, and I can't wait to use him, because I've already planned out a team to build around him that should be insane. The one thing to note though, before I move on to the final player, he does have a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive work rate, so he will push forward a lot, which may leave a gap where your CDM should be, which may cost you at times. But with the teams that I'm building, I'm going to have someone that has a high defensive work rate next to him anyway, so he should clean up the areas that Kallstrom leaves. But the final player we have is Zambia, who is naturally a centre mid, but I'd play him at CDM, to be honest. This is another one like Vorsa though. I don't think he'll be the greatest player ever, but I think he'll be a real solid CDM, to be honest. But from FIFA 13 to FIFA 14, he's had an increase of 1 in pace, plus 5 in terms of shooting. His passing has remained the same, his dribbling has gone up massively by 15, his defending has gone down by 1, and his heading has decreased by 2. To be honest, I think the massive decrease in his rating is due to his position change, because he's still good at defending in terms of his stats, but isn't really that great in the key areas that you need for a centre mid, to be honest. Because looking at his stats, his sliding tackle and standing tackle are still decent, and he's got great strength and pace, so I think he'll do well in the holding midfield role. And he's 6'2" as well, with decent jumping, so he should be able to win most battles in the air. But those are the players I have today for you guys. If you want me to do other positions, then let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. But till next time, it's been Klutch. Peace.